Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Saturday, January 23rd at 8:25 a.m. Pacific Standard Time by Zeno Reader. There are 706 headlines from 108 things we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. Diplomats contact Canadian held for over 2 years in China. Pfizer will now ship fewer COVID-19 vaccine vials to the U.S. after scientists discovered extra doses in them. Thousands of Hong Kongers locked down to contain coronavirus. President blasts unconscionable hunger as date set for Trump impeachment trial. President Joe Biden is halting deportations for 100 days, a respite for many undocumented immigrants. Police ID Capitol riot suspect who was thrown off plane for chanting Trump 2020. What next for Trump and Trumpism? Breonna Taylor grand jurors file petition to impeach Kentucky Attorney General Daniel Cameron. Canadian poll rips Biden admin for canceling Keystone Pipeline. Biden's foreign policy challenges, from Iran's nuclear program to Russian hacking. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. The winning ticket in the $1 billion Mega Millions lottery was bought in Michigan, CNN. Microsoft reverses Xbox Live price hike, will add free multiplayer for some games, and gadget. UFC 257 results, Poirier vs McGregor 2, MMA fighting. The face mask that could end the pandemic, CNN. Time for Packers to unleash OLB Rashinggari in NFC title game, Packers Wire. Biden pays tribute to unbreakable Hank Aaron, Politico. Kristen Cavallari and ex-Jay Cutler critically both share same Instagram selfie together, Daily Mail. Tour bus on trip to Grand Canyon rolls over, leaving 1 dead, 2 injured, New York Post. Oregon reports 22 more COVID-19 deaths, 1 from Deschutes, 877 new cases, KTVZ. UK chief scientist says new virus variant may be more deadly, Fox News. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. Donald Trump Jr. gets a blunt reminder after latest post about his dad. Dr. Fauci tells Rachel Maddow White House blocked him from appearing on her show. Kevin McCarthy says everybody across this country bears responsibility for Capitol attack. Bernie Sanders inauguration meme hijacked by Amazon for ad, critics appalled. Raphael Warnock recalls 2017 Capitol arrest as he returns as a senator. Trump campaign paid $2.7 million to people and firms that planned rally before Capitol riot. Prince Harry breaks silence on reporting and Meghan Markle are quitting social media. In Breaking Fast, a gay Muslim gets swept away in Ramadan romance. Dr. Birx always considered quitting Trump's COVID task force. Boris Johnson warns new COVID-19 strain may carry high risk of death. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. Mahomes cleared to play in AFC Championship. Police, naked man drove crash stolen cruiser. Students expected to lose nearly a year of learning. Tire falls off small plane, lands in neighborhood. Capitol rioters express regret after no pardons. Food bank CEO says helping families is his calling. Police, stolen ambulance found at Jack in the Box. Husband's forgetfulness nets couple $1 million. Ice palace maze made with 1,500 blocks, 500,000 pounds of ice. Widow appalled at board's response after teacher's death. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, The New York Times. Biden's education department moves to cut ties with an accrediting body linked to a fraud scandal. U.S. virus cases fall as variants spread. Trump and Justice Department, lawyer said to have plotted to oust acting AG. Why Biden can undo much of Trump's legacy via executive orders. Photos, Joe Biden's quiet inauguration. When baseball mattered, Hank Aaron's 1997 op-ed on Jackie Robinson. Biden signs orders to expand food stamps and raise wages. Hank Aaron, baseball's home run king who defied racism, dies at 86. White House orders assessment on violent extremism in U.S. Giuliani concedes that an associate did ask for $20,000 a day to help Trump post-election. The following headlines are from the sixth most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. Minnesota man, 25, pleads guilty to role in police precinct fire during George Floyd rioting. Fauci gushes over Maddow during first appearance on her MSNBC show, hints Trump WH blocked him. Gregory Sierra, Barney Miller and Sanford and Son actor, dead at 83. Bill Maher, now that Trump is gone, we cannot blame everything on him. Live updates. Trump impeachment trial delayed until February. Squad members rip Trump death penalty carnage, urge Biden to commute killer sentences. Katie Couric Jeopardy, gig in peril, producers fear she's too polarizing after anti-GOP comments, report. In Graham, second Senate impeachment trial of Trump will be ugly, feudal farce. Hannity, Biden's unity pledge rings more hollow than ever with economy-crushing orders. Tucker Carlson, Biden brings equality to girls' sports, and who knows what's next. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Saturday, January 23rd. The next headlines are from the 7th most popular news website, with 63 million estimated monthly unique visitors, CBS News. Stimulus package latest, parents could receive monthly payments with expanded child tax credit. Bills Chiefs preview, Patrick Mahomes says he's cleared to play in AFC Championship. Video, black teens wrongly accused, detained at Target store. Customers at coffee shop pay it forward with sticky notes, buying hundreds of drinks for strangers. Ice yoga, the ultimate in mind over, frozen, matter. NFL exec, inviting 7,500 healthcare workers to Super Bowl is meant to bring a bit of joy to those who have saved so many lives. Texas Narcotics Task Force takes large quantities of fentanyl, illegal guns, marijuana, codeine and cash off streets. MLB Hall of Famer Hank Aaron dies at age 86. The sick and twisted Super Bowl matchup America needs. Stimulus check update, when could the third payment arrive? The next headlines are from the 8th most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, the Daily Mail. U.S. Embassy claims it's just a bust of Winston Churchill after removing statue from Oval Office. Harry Redknapp sparks row with wealthy residents over plans to build modern homes in coastal suburb. Ice try, lads, moment daredevil biker trying to cross frozen lake plunges into water. Tim Matheson, 73, is slammed on Twitter for mocking Melania Trump's English. Facebook goes down, leaving thousands of users across the US and Europe unable to access pages. No 10 slaps down Tory calls for roadmap out of lockdown. The president threw us under the bus, Trump's intel chief blames him for failing to call up guard. Janet Street Porter, Boris promised us the vaccination program would be fast and fair. Is Kent COVID variant really deadlier? Confusion mounts as studies differ. National Guard to remain in D.C. until March due to lingering threats. The following headlines are from the 9th most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is the Washington Post World News Feed. Top Lebanese hospitals fight exhausting battle against virus. Biden and the West face the threat of far-right extremism. Denmark suspends Dubai flights amid doubts over virus tests. Wuhan returns to normal as world still battling pandemic. Canada's embattled Governor-General resigns amid bullying, harassment allegations. Kremlin warns Russians against pro-Navalny protests, detains opposition activists. Biden orders review of domestic violent extremism threat. Thousands of Hong Kongers locked down to contain coronavirus. Virus surge puts real pressure on Japan to cancel Olympics, Australia leader says. Israel recommends coronavirus vaccine for pregnant women, marking a shift as some countries reassess risk. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's U.S. news feed. Coronavirus live news, Hong Kong orders partial lockdown, COVID fragments found in Sydney sewage. Courtrooms and creditors likely to loom large in Trump's post-presidency life. Rolling Stone seeks thought leaders willing to pay $2,000 to write for them. Tim Dowling, the cat has plenty to say, but why should I listen? Blind date, I realized my questions were getting a bit intense. North Korea diplomacy is only used to advance nuclear program, says top U.S. official. Icelandic man receives world's first double arm and shoulder transplant. Biden official involved in removal of Department of Justice lawyer concerned by family separations. Katerina Macario opens account as USA women hammer 6 past Colombia. Italy blocks TikTok for certain users after death of girl allegedly playing choking game. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. Person in Michigan wins Mega Millions $1 billion jackpot, second largest total ever. Biden orders review of domestic violent extremism threat. New storms to cross U.S. with heavy snow, dangerous thunderstorms. Senator Schumer announces Trump impeachment trial to start week of February 8. Oklahoma lawmaker proposes Bigfoot hunting season. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. National Guard, President Biden apologizes over troops sleeping in car park. Detentions and warnings over Navalny protests. Coronavirus, EU vaccine woes mount as new delays emerge. Trudeau conveys Keystone Pipeline disappointment to Biden. Trump impeachment, Senate trial delayed until next month. Afghan war, Biden administration to review Trump's Taliban deal. Islamic State tries to shore up relevance with Iraq carnage. Uganda's Yoweri Museveni overcomes Bobi Wine challenge, for now. RMY Julian, stunt king to the stars who fell to COVID. COVID handouts, how different countries pay if you are sick. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. Mega Millions $1 billion jackpot is the third largest in U.S. history. The winning ticket was sold in Michigan. In California, state launches civil rights investigation of L.A. County Sheriff's Department. States ready for more from government vaccine supply. Trump incited insurrection, support declined. Today in history for January 23rd. Atlanta Braves CEO reacts to Hank Aaron's death. AP top stories January 22nd p. Michigan, Illinois to resume more indoor dining. Botticelli masterpiece could fetch $80 plus million. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. Borderline bar and grill in Thousand Oaks to be demolished 2 years after mass shooting. Alan Freeling, LA rabbi who fought for human rights and the marginalized, dies at 88. California's ban on flavored tobacco sales blocked as referendum qualifies for ballot. A full reverse, California joblessness spiked in December, thwarting recovery. LA County won't be fully vaccinated until 2022 unless pace improves, officials warn. Los Angeles Police Department's use of horses to clear crowd condemned by activists, civil rights leaders. California Attorney General launches civil rights probe at LA County Sheriff's Department. Biden's plans may offer hope to LA's homeless population, if Congress goes along. How the California miracle dissolved into a winter coronavirus nightmare. Sheriff rejects finding that top aide used racial slur. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Saturday, January 23rd, 2021. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More from other news sources is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. Navalny supporters head to protests despite looming crackdown. Analysis, rotting fish, lost business and piles of red tape. The reality of Brexit hits Britain. With hospitals in the Mexican capital overwhelmed by soaring coronavirus infections, relatives are queuing for hours to buy oxygen for the growing number of people fighting the virus at home. Delaying second vaccine dose increases risk of new resistant strain, Sage reveals. Korean scientists create first invisible solar panels you can integrate into mobile phones. Canadian barbershop reopens despite pandemic lockdown using legal loophole. All haircuts are filmed and you've booked an audition. France has passed a law protecting the sounds and smells of the countryside. A home security tech hacked into cameras to watch people undressing and having sex, prosecutors say. Egyptian cabinet approves bill harshening penalty for female genital mutilation. Italy orders TikTok to block underage users after 10-year-old girl dies doing viral challenge. Vaccine passports essential for resumption of international travel. In a first for Spain, Jesuits admit to decades of sex abuse. Quarter of known bee species have not been recorded since 1990. Elite German soldier confesses to bunkering arms, explosives. A member of the KSK elite commando force has appeared in court, months after weapons, explosives and neo-Nazi materials were found at his property, near Leipzig. He confessed to using the equipment for training. The main members of a people smuggling gang have been given long jail sentences in the UK after 39 Vietnamese illegal immigrants suffocated in the back of their lorry. The next headlines are from Forbes. Bridgerton Season 2 starts filming in spring 2021. UFC 257 full fight video, watch Conor McGregor knock out Dustin Poirier in first meeting. UFC 257 full fight video, watch Dustin Poirier knock out Justin Gaethje. Al Downing lauds Hank Aaron as a baseball and cultural giant. Jasmine Sullivan tops R&B albums chart with Hoax Tales. WWE SmackDown results, winners, news and notes on January 22, 2021. Kind Snacks founder Daniel Lubitsky announces investment in protein chips company Quethus on Shark Tank. Report, Trump wanted to fire acting AG Rosen because he wouldn't help overturn the election. The real winner behind Bernie Sanders' inauguration look, Vermont outdoor gear company Burton. Here are all of the movies coming to major streaming platforms this weekend. The next headlines are from Nature.com. Why did the world's pandemic warning system fail when COVID hit? Are COVID vaccination programs working? Scientists seek first clues. Akira Arima, 1930 to 2020. Data helps an anti-rabies campaign go to the dogs. Chemists riff on melanin makes a rainbow. A material cracks barriers to asymmetrical toughness. The world population update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,681,223,706 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. A Quiet Place 2 feat gets new release date. Gregory Sierra, Barney Miller and Sanford and Son actor, dies at 83. Anthony Pellicano is back in business and working for Joel Silver exclusive. For big hit entertainment stock, BTS is, still, the ticket. Halsey finally cancels long postponed tour, I wish things were different. Kate Blanchett, Christos Nikau discuss Greek Oscar contender apples and movie's accidental timeliness. Amazon sets release date for Robert Kirkman's Invincible, TV News Roundup. Ticket brokers agree to pay $3.7 million in scalping settlement. America's Most Wanted returns to Fox, 10 years after original cancellation. JoJo Siwa comes out as gay after viral Born This Way TikTok. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. USA GM chief fires Trump lies over Radio Free Europe and other networks. Engine failure and crew error responsible for fatal 2020 crash in Afghanistan. There's no end in sight, mail delivery delays continue across the country. Coronavirus frequently asked questions, why am I suddenly hearing so much about KF94 masks? Refugee resettlement coordinator is hopeful for what comes next under Biden. Twitter bans account linked to Iran's supreme leader. Moderna and Pfizer need to nearly double COVID-19 vaccine deliveries to meet goals. Biden administration tables Trump citizenship data request for redistricting. New 007 release delayed for third time as pandemic continues to batter film industry. Coronavirus crisis gets even worse in Brazilian Amazon city of Manaus. The following headlines are from The Week. Writing his own ending. Can Walker be woke? America needs a better vaccine plan, and story. The anxiety of hope. The Daily Show and Colbert's Late Show joke about Biden's Peloton and other first-day scandals. Trump's team fired the White House chief usher right before Biden took office, maybe at Biden's request. The Lincoln Project used an old Saved by the Bell PSA to troll Ted Cruz, Josh Hawley. Volunteers spend 3 days removing 9,000 pounds of trash from Tennessee River. Biden has stopped construction on Trump's border wall, but the fate of outstanding contracts is unclear. Austria introduces measures to fight rising anti-Semitism. The following headlines are from the Texas Observer. Allegedly this week, Texas lawmakers tackle the budget. The next headlines are from Universe Today. Virgin Orbit successfully launches a batch of satellites from an airplane. The happy face crater on Mars has been changing right before our eyes. Only 31 magnetars have ever been discovered. This one is extra strange. It's also a pulsar. The one place on the space station astronauts aren't supposed to clean. These are the news headlines for today, Saturday, January 23rd. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the third most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. China's Chang'e 5 mooncraft on a new mission, the Sun. Iodine thruster could help clear space junk. Moon in Taurus on January 22nd, 23rd and 24th. Will an iceberg twice the size of NYC break off Antarctica this year? Come to know Pleiades star cluster, also known as Seven Sisters. The next news is from Politico. Biden's first 100 days. The 17 things Joe Biden did on day 1. Biden pays tribute to unbreakable Hank Aaron. Man who allegedly entered Senate chamber with taser, cuffs is ordered released pending trial. Biden and Trudeau plan next bilateral confab and reset of Canada-US relations. Pfizer ships fewer COVID vaccine vials to U.S. after Trump FDA label change. Biden administration ousts Victoria Coates, who was falsely accused of being anonymous. Biden says his mask mandate is common sense. Republicans say kiss my ass. Burke says she thought of quitting the Trump administration always. How Biden can fix Trump's 1,776 disaster. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. Murray devastated to miss Melbourne, 10 positive cases in Australian open quarantine. Olympic flame, Barty's burning ambition. Swimmers take the plunge at Portsea as major swim events return. Queensland records no new COVID-19 cases but virus found in wastewater. Coronavirus updates live. Western Australia to relax NSW and Queensland border rules. Invasion Day rallies planned. Man's body recovered after Coffs Harbour break wall tragedy. Aussie acts dominate countdown as Glass Animals favorite to win Triple J's Hottest 100. Race by race preview and tips for Wyong on Sunday. Power couple ready to strike again with front-running tactics. Gallery, the best photos from around the world. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. President Biden removes key figure at National Labor Relations Board. Union leaders rejoiced. The Margin, climate activist Greta Thunberg chid Senator Ted Cruz's preference for a Pittsburgh Accord. Tax Watch, 8 million people could have missed their $1,200 stimulus checks. Here's how Biden wants to fix that. The Moneyest, this is sheer economic waste. We distributed our $1,200 stimulus to our church. Why did we get these checks instead of poor Americans? The Moneyest, we were friendly with our neighbors for decades, until recently. One day, they introduced us to their financial advisor. Keywords, McConnell tea leaf reading continues as Trump's second impeachment is slotted into Senate calendar. NBC Universal to shut down sports channel NBCSN by the end of the year. Earnings outlook, AT&T earnings to kick off a defining year for telecom giant. Japan says reports of the Tokyo Olympics being cancelled are categorically untrue. Earnings outlook, Facebook earnings still flourishing amid pandemic, economic slowdown and antitrust scrutiny. Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. Baker Hostetler picks up IP partner from Paulson Law 360. Acacia Research Corporation, ACTG, plunges 5.98% on January 22. Equities.com. Jack Hennian joins Cannabis Science and Technology's editorial advisory board, Cannabis Science and Technology. Form 8K leaked by O-Technology Hold 4, January 18th Street Insider.com. Digital Health in Australia, 2021, Lexology. Critical and curious terms from the world of intellectual property, Luxembourg, Mondac News alerts. PhD Chamber organizes virtual session on role of intellectual property, IP, in innovation management challenges and prospects, India Education Diary. What is a patentable invention anyway, Lexology. Iancu leaves pro-patentee legacy as USPTO Director, Law 360. The next headlines are from Quartz. What Dr. Martin's IPO journey says about London's financial future. Can you quit and file for unemployment if your workplace is unsafe about COVID-19? How African body markings were used to construct the idea of race in colonial Brazil. What? How to get re-engaged with work when morale is running low. New data show the powerful impact of stimulus checks. HBO wants to adapt another story George R.R. Martin hasn't finished yet. What the Democrats hope to do on healthcare now. The UK sounds a lot less bullish for Africa investment after Brexit and a pandemic. Google's ambitious Loon Internet Balloon project has crash-landed. Biden already has Africa's early goodwill, here's how to deliver on its promise. The following headlines are from Tech Dirt. Appeals Court rejects Clearview's attempt to dodge a state lawsuit by trying to make it a federal case. Content moderation case study, Facebook targets misinformation spread by the Philippines government, 2020. Biden fires Steve Bannon protege, who tried to turn Voice of America into a new Breitbart. Turns out that Brexit means rotting pigs' heads, and losing an EU copyright exception. F tells Louisiana court satire is still protected speech even if the government doesn't get the joke. Daily Deal, Bit Degree Academy's online courses and practice exams. Court tosses RICO lawsuit demanding $90 million and the dissolution of Google for supposed anti-conservative bias. Amazon Ring app found to be, again, exposing user locations, home addresses. The esports industry grew, now it's time for it to grow up. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. Bernie Sanders inauguration. Nets vs Cavaliers. Kristen Cavalry. Xbox Live Gold. Mega Millions. Madison Cawthorn. The White Tiger. Tom Brokaw. Kim Jong-un North Korean. Otman Azader. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. Strong allergic reactions to Moderna vaccine are rare, no deaths reported, CDC. India to overtake China as world's fastest growing major economy in 2021. What happened to the plan? Biden roasted after claiming nothing we can do to change pandemic's trajectory. No freebies. Pfizer to charge for extra COVID-19 vaccine doses as doctors squeeze vials of every drop to inoculate more people. Facebook bans UK Socialist Workers' Party, revives account with no explanation as dozens of local pages remain suspended. Senate to launch Trump's second impeachment in February, Schumer. Apologies from Joe, cookies from Jill, Biden's try to smooth over scandal without casting COVID hit National Guard troops. Biden requests threat assessment on domestic extremism and role of social media in Capitol riot. Big Brother meets Big Tech, memo reveals military spies can just buy personal data with tax money, no need for warrant. Bill Gates receives COVID-19 vaccine 2 days after Biden sworn in despite questioning if FDA can be trusted with jab under Trump. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. Cult, government is now the new religion? China caught importing doctored and rebranded Venezuelan oil to evade U.S. sanctions. Big Tech, Big Brother, and the end of free speech. Biden to propose 5-year extension on last major nuke treaty with Russia. Academic study finds Big Tech elites are in their own class, different to rest of humanity. Winter storm could batter Northeast next week. The Despicables. Microsoft patents AI chatbots that imitate dead people. Taby, the echo chamber era. Google threatens shutdown in Australia over bill designed to better compensate content providers. The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. Russia cracks down on protests against Navalny's arrest. Wuhan marked the year since lockdown as pandemic rages worldwide. The trillion-dollar man, Biden's plan to revive the economy. Biden to meet Trudeau next month to discuss pandemic response. Australia PM says no timeline to achieve zero carbon emissions. Rural Colombian groups seek help from new U.S. government violence. China authorities Coast Guard to fire on foreign vessels if needed. Colombian businessmen wanted by U.S. had Maduro Iran letter. Canada considering quarantining travelers in hotels. Biden orders threat assessment of violent domestic groups. The next headlines are from Breitbart. Fauci, chilling how science was distorted, rejected by Trump. Reports, nearly 200 National Guard members test positive for COVID-19. NBC Sports Network to shut down in 2021, NHL, NASCAR move to USA Network. Crenshaw, Biden's answering to radicals who want to abolish 1776 Commission because it teaches that America is too good. Crenshaw, Biden's keystone, Harris climate policies help Chinese manufacturing, they can't keep polluting while our economy gets hurt. Democrat Keating confirms confronting maskless National Guardsmen but says that's not why troops relocated. California worst state at vaccine distribution. Senate confirms Lloyd Austin as first black defense secretary. Lawyer previously named on People's Most Eligible Bachelor list charged with rape. LA Times columnist to Biden, open 1/6 commission to investigate MAGA terrorists. The next headlines are from UPI News. Kentucky woman's $50 lottery prize turns into $100,000. Watch, airplane wheel crashes down in Chicago neighborhood. Watch, inventor unveils airbag jeans to protect motorcyclists in crashes. Watch, ultrasound photos left in leased car return to parents 2 years later. Oklahoma bill would establish a Bigfoot hunting season. Company seeking paid candiologists to taste test candy. Look, British company creates world's largest protein bar. Look, goats wander into Utah elementary school. The next headlines are from Audi, strange and bizarre things. 5 times GPS try to murder people. Childhood foods that are considered poverty foods. 4 weird but profitable business ideas you can start today. The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. Salmon spawning for the first time in 80 years in the upper Columbia River. Geologist finds rare formation inside rock that looks exactly like Cookie Monster on Sesame Street. Tribe in Panama wins landmark case granting them stewardship of 400,000 acres of pristine ancestral forests. TikTok users rally to design a better pill bottle for people with Parkinson's. Same technology behind Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine is leading researchers to possible breakthrough. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Saturday, January 23rd. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. This dog waited 6 days outside hospital for owner to return. Carrying more than 50 kilograms of potatoes in West Australia is illegal. Haunted hotel where notorious unsolved murder took place for sale at $2 million. The unsolved mystery of the Wayland baked potatoes. Biden removes Trump's Diet Coke button from the White House. 41.1% of Americans considered buying a bidet during the COVID toilet paper shortage. Khomeini hints Iran could strike Trump while golfing in ominous Twitter threat. Haggis in space. Microsoft patents chatbot technology to revive dead loved ones. Biden vows to push transgender bathroom and locker room laws from day one. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. Report, Apple may bring MagSafe and SD card slots back to MacBook. New physics theory postulates the existence of slabs, stupendously large black holes. Google search has a new mobile design, come spot the differences. A pansexual's perspective on Mass Effect 2's capitulation to Fox News. New robotomorphic computing method aims to speed up slow-witted robots. Paris plans to transform iconic champ slices into pedestrian-friendly green space. AI resurrects legendary Spanish singer to hawk beer. This all-inclusive bundle explores every step of development creation through production. Ever wondered what's inside a Tesla battery pack? Watch this. Alphabet bursts its balloon-powered internet plans. The following headlines are from Science Daily. Crystal structures in super slow motion. NSAIDs might exacerbate or suppress COVID-19 depending on timing, mouse study suggests. PTSD linked to pandemic fears. Cargo delivery by polymers. Rhesus macaques develop promising immune response to SARS-CoV-2. COVID lockdown loneliness linked to more depressive symptoms in older adults. The next headlines are from Information Week. Okta CEO talks growing to serve the enterprise scene. 3 essential steps to exploit the full power of AI. This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Saturday, January 23rd from over 100 sources to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from NASA News. NASA invites media to next space station cargo launch with Northrop Grumman. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. State colleges, Utah falls to 10th ranked Arizona in women's basketball. Bernie Sanders wins hearts in Utah again. Car crashes into apartment in South Salt Lake. Longest-serving former Utah County Sheriff dies from COVID-19 complications. Bagley cartoon, KK Crocken. Bill banning sale of do-it-yourself rape kits in Utah unanimously passes committee. Trump impeachment trial will begin in February. House panel approves bill allowing Utahns to carry concealed weapons without a permit. Navajo Nation keeps stay-at-home order, lifts weekend lockdowns. The First Amendment Society. The next headlines are from Slashdot, Tech News for Nerds. Brad Cox, creator of Objective-C programming language, dies at 76. Twitter bots are a major source of climate disinformation. U.S. emissions in 2020 in biggest fall since World War II. Honor launches first post-Huawei phone. Cloudflare introduces free digital waiting rooms for any organizations distributing COVID-19 vaccines. Intelligence analysts use U.S. smartphone location data without warrants, memo says. FTC finds 3 ticket scalping companies for illegally using bots. Apple plans thinner MacBook Air with magnetic charger in Mac lineup reboot. A home security worker hacked into surveillance systems to watch people have sex. Boston Globe will consider people's requests to have articles about them anonymized. The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. COVID-19 poses challenges for rural communities to help homeless in cold weather months. St. Louis scientists developing no-shot COVID-19 vaccine. Fox files, St. Louis businesses forced to close over COVID violations going to State House to fight back. Have a $1 billion Mega Millions winning ticket? Here are tonight's numbers. Missouri National Guard opens first mass COVID-19 vaccine center. Metro East entertainment venues weighing reopening under relaxed COVID-19 mitigation rules. You paid for it, St. Louis public safety employees only getting vaccine through donations so far. De Pere Deerbergs fully restocks with fresh products following suspicious fire Wednesday. Missouri state senator who wants to limit COVID shutdowns tests positive for the virus. 2 students injured when bus rear-ended another in High Ridge. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. Crews extinguished blaze at Ocean Beach Bar, man sought for taking firefighter equipment. Did a Facebook app force log you out, too? State Parole Board panel recommends parole for ex-Manson follower. FBI, 33 missing children found in SoCal operation. Carlsbad businesses not following health orders could lose outdoor permits. Just want to say thank you, First Lady Jill Biden delivers cookies to National Guard troops. FBI warns about COVID-19 vaccine scams. County sees record high COVID-19 deaths with new vaccination sites set to open. Woman, 49, jailed on arson charges for alleged role in Carlsbad brush fire. Boom system installed south of the border to prevent trash from flowing into U.S. The next headlines are from SpookNews.com. DC's International Spy Museum will reopen this weekend. TV, Israel warns nothing to discuss with Biden if returns to Iran deal as. Extraordinary story of family of secret agents living in QLD. ADT Tech hacks home security cameras to spy on women. The Spy, the Kansas City Offense and How to Dethrone the Chiefs, Buffalo Fanatics, Buffalo Bills. Monomoto, smart GPS alarm and tracker for motorcycles. Sheriff, man confesses to hiding camera in bathroom of Smith County cheerleading facility. 3 best trusted hackers for hire to X social media. Hugh Grant and Josh Hartnett join the cast of Guy Ritchie's new spy thriller. German security services mount bid to spy on AfD. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. Inc. prepares GEM 63XL rocket boosters to support U.S. Space Force security missions. And gets $155 contract for space sensor to detect hypersonic missile threats. DARPA's air-governable Gremlins drone completes 3rd test. German Bundeswehr awards contract to Iveco for 1,048 military trucks. The next headlines are from Sup China, top news about China. Chinese company criticized for sexist job ad asking only men to apply. Actress Zhang Shuang killed her career by abandoning her babies born to surrogate mothers in the U.S. MIT professors object to arrest of Chen Gang for failing to disclose China ties. 4 LGBTQ shorts currently streaming at the LA Chinese Film Festival. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Saturday, January 23, 2021. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. Solano County plans for mass vaccination clinics. Racist, anti-Semitic posts shared at San Francisco High School. COVID-19 cases, hospitalizations moving downward in San Francisco. New research shows benefits of double masking during pandemic. California keeps key virus data out of public sight. Mass vaccination sites open in the Bay Area. Contra Costa County aims to deliver 1M vaccines by summer. U.S. turning a corner in COVID surge, UCSF doctor says. 33 missing children, some who were sexually exploited, found in CA operation, FBI. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. One winner of Mega Millions $1 billion prize, 3rd largest ever in U.S. Kings overcome late cold spell to beat Knicks 103-94. Winning Mega Millions tickets sold in Michigan. Here are the winning numbers. Osborne, number 6 UCLA hand number 5 Stanford's 2nd straight loss. Aaron lauded for grace amid races and during home run pursuit. Next phase of vaccinations begins Monday, but state warns shots are still scarce. Kane helps Blackhawks beat Red Wings 4-1 for first win. How Northwest suburban schools could serve as vaccination sites. Former federal prosecutor says Urlacher pardon sent agents work up in smoke. Suburban Cook County restaurants likely to resume indoor dining Saturday. The following headlines are from Seattle PI. Sec of State Kim Wyman endorses bill to add an affiliated option during presidential primaries. 7 names to watch in Seattle's wide-open 2021 mayoral race. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Drought is ongoing in Albania, Bulgaria, Greece, Lebanon, the Republic of North Macedonia, Syria, Turkey. Drought is ongoing in Algeria, Morocco. Drought is ongoing in Mexico, United States. Drought is ongoing in Georgia, Kazakhstan, Russia, Ukraine. Drought is ongoing in Madagascar. Drought is ongoing in Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Peru, Paraguay, Uruguay. Green earthquake alert, magnitude 5.7 m, depth 29.26 km, in Papua New Guinea January 23, 2021, 3:19 UTC, 310,000 people within 100 kilometers. Orange alert for tropical cyclone Alois 21, population affected by category 1, 120 kilometers per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0.889 million. Green alert for tropical cyclone 1321, population affected by category 1, 120 kilometers per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. Green alert for tropical cyclone 1421, population affected by category 1, 120 kilometers per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Saturday, January 23rd in the Greenwich Mean Time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. Lawmakers voice anger after National Guard reportedly kicked out of Capitol, sent to parking garage. Man shot in Walmart parking lot captures suspect on video, I want him to get caught. Your latest COVID-19 vaccine questions answered. Trump impeachment trial to begin week of February 8, Schumer says. NJ man loses $80K in life savings after routine bank transfer. ABC 13 and Texan Live's game of the week, Summer Creek vs. Atascocita. Houston ISD sports and UIL events to restart Monday, January 25th. 16-year-old boy who went missing in North Houston found dead, police say. Walk and talk therapist takes mental health help outdoors. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. More heads roll at funded international broadcasters. Jokic scores 31, Nuggets rally to beat Suns 130-126 in OT. Landeskog's OT goal propels Avalanche to 3-2 win over Ducks. Clippers dominate, beat Thunder 120-106 for sixth win in row. Schumer, Trump impeachment trial to begin week of February 8. Democrats start reining in expectations for immigration bill. Trump shuns ex-president's club and the feeling is mutual. Pac-12 reprimands Arizona State's Bobby Hurley for comments. The following headlines are from The Gothamist. Extra, Joan Didion is slightly bored, but fine. Port Authority decides to build new bus terminal in footprint of current one. De Blasio blames pro-Trump insurrectionists for NYPD's crackdown on MLK Day march. Ranked choice voting is here, so be prepared. Coronavirus statistics, tracking the epidemic in New York. SNL will return with John Krasinski, Dan Levy and Regina King. As the variants threaten lives and COVID-19 vaccines, here's what we can do to fight back. A first-rate new pizza joint opens on 30th Avenue in Astoria. Early edition, Sarah Jessica Parker is married to a BNet. Queen's special election becomes ranked choice voting testing ground. The next headlines are from Observer.com. The best new movies and TV shows to stream right now. Google kills Moonshot Project Loon, a hot balloon version of SpaceX Starlink. Is Marvel's WandaVision a Mandalorian-sized ratings hit for Disney+? SpaceX's Saturday satellite rocket launch will make history. London plans to remove slave trade-linked statues, but the UK government might refuse. Why Godzilla vs. Kong may have been destined to disappoint without HBO Max. Prince William and Kate set up a new office in the Queen's Sandringham home. M23's Eddie taps into feelings of disruption in art and beyond. Registered agent services online. Find the best registered agent for your business. We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. Next, info on a few earthquakes today from earthquaketoday.com. Light earthquake, M4.2 quake has struck near Lorengwa in Papua New Guinea. Light earthquake 4.2 mag, Fiji region. Moderate earthquake, 5 mag strikes near southern mid-Atlantic ridge. Light earthquake 4.1 mag, Greenland Sea. Light earthquake, 4.9 mag strikes near Shizune Furukawa in Japan. Light earthquake, 4.7 mag has occurred near Puerto San Jose in Guatemala. Light earthquake, M4.1 quake has struck near Turd in Mongolia. Light earthquake, 4.3 mag has occurred near Fiji region. Light earthquake, 4.8 mag has occurred near the Loyalty Islands. Light earthquake, 4.7 mag has occurred near South Atlantic Ocean. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. President Biden refuses to make our climate crisis worse. Teach us how to become carpenters. South Sudanese want to shape their future. Protecting mental health of families in a pandemic. Q&A, why we must invest in educating children in crisis at Burkina Faso. Personal testimonies, pledges mark the start of the Fair Share to End Child Labor campaign. Biden's arms control ambitions are welcome, but delivering them will not be easy. With a warmongering president gone, is the world safe from nuclear brinkmanship? The next headlines are from blacklistednews.com. Microsoft files a patent to bring back dead loved ones as AI chatbots from their digital harvested data, having seemingly learned nothing from Black Mirror. Harsh lockdowns in UK fail to curtail COVID-19 infections. Experts warn civil rights fallout from COVID could be far worse than the pandemic itself. Right on cue for Biden, WHO admits high-cycle PCR tests produce COVID false positives. Farmer Gates, Biden swamp, I am open, New World next week. Democracy USA? No. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. The spellbinding history of chase and witchcraft. Did Amazon wait to help distribute COVID-19 vaccine? Did Biden inherit non-existent COVID-19 vaccine distribution plan? GOP lawmaker with gun sets off House chamber metal detector. Dave Chappelle tests positive for COVID-19, shows cancelled. Were bricks of cocaine smuggled in banana shipments? Oklahoma lawmaker proposes Bigfoot hunting season. Were National Guard soldiers forced to sleep in a parking garage? Did woman die after trapping her head in car door at garage kiosk? Did Schumer say erection on the Senate floor? The next headlines are from factcheck.org. Paul distorts CBO's estimate on impact of $15 minimum wage. Missing context on claim about Antifa.com. Viral video makes false and unsupported claims about vaccines. Phony Trump letter to Biden circulating online. We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. Don't let cops use the insurrection to justify surveillance. This professor protested a school's racism, then he lost his job. Maduro is more powerful than ever as Venezuela collapses. The fossil hunters who went to war over dinosaur bones. Stalin's monsters resurrected in statues and public portraits in Putin's Russia. Bats, bear spray, and AR-15s, the terrifying arsenals of Capitol rioters. The 4 minutes and 11 seconds grandma who rules reggae. Inside Jennifer Lopez's chaotic inauguration week, from sex cannibals and Botox to Biden. What beats a bungling government? We're about to find out. ESPN doesn't want to talk about Conor McGregor's rape case. The next headlines are from the New York Post. Black players fondly remember regal Hank Aaron. Ghost ship leaseholder Derek Almina pleads guilty to 36 fire deaths. Letitia James, NY Attorney General, files lawsuit over nuclear plant shutdown plan. Ex-Giants, Jets coaches have big roles in NFL title games. Joe Buck on studying the greats and criticism that kills him. The following headlines are from astronomy.com. Private space flight company soar while SLS remains grounded. A magnetor's flare just helped unlock the secrets of these strange showers. The sky this week, see January's wolf moon. You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. 25% of wild bee species have gone missing since the 1990s. Activists ask Biden administration for immediate action on climate change. Doctor responds to Biden's coronavirus response plan. Coronavirus vaccine shortages as USC's second deadliest day of pandemic. Biden launches sweeping coronavirus action on vaccines and masks. The following headlines are from alienUFOsightings.com. Archaeologists unearth Egyptian Queen's tomb, 13-foot Book of the Dead Scroll. National security risk, Rubio seeks declassification of UFO secrets. The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. Friday's winning Mega Millions numbers for $1 billion jackpot. 1 person killed, 2 critically injured in Grand Canyon tour bus crash. Jesuits in Spain drop bombshell by admitting to decades of sexual abuse. Billionaire mining magnate convicted of bribing West African strawmen for mineral rights. Gregory Sierra of Stanford and son and Barney Miller dead at 83. NBC shutting down NBC Sports Network at end of 2021. JoJo Siwa, teen YouTube star, comes out as gay. Oklahoma lawmaker proposes creating Bigfoot hunting season. Florida governor creates confusion with vaccine count claim. Columbus to buy next-gen bodyguns after fatal police shootings of Andre Hill, Casey Goodson Jr. The following headlines are from military.com. Biden calls National Guard chief after troops briefly ordered to take breaks in garage. Biden signs executive order delaying VA debt collections. Biden has not spent a moment considering Air Force One's paid job, press sec says. In first message, new Sec Def Lloyd Austin cites pandemic control as Department of Defense priority. Video of National Guard troops in D.C. shows protocol, not protest. National Guard plans to ask thousands of troops to remain in D.C. until mid-March. On final day in office, Trump directs Pentagon to study toxins at K2 base. It's official, Lloyd Austin is the first black defense secretary. Army identifies 3 New York National Guard pilots killed in Black Hawk crash. Troops still await action on military transgender policy after flurry of executive orders. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. 1 in 5 eligible CPS students attended in-person classes the first week schools reopened. 2 victims fatally wounded in separate shootings Friday afternoon while sitting in vehicles on West Side. Remote learning to continue until end of school year for Joliet School District 86. Coronavirus in Illinois updates. 7,042 new COVID-19 cases and 95 more deaths reported Friday as Chicago and suburban Cook County on track to have limited indoor dining resume Saturday. Cook County judge tosses case of man who spent decades behind bars for double murder of 2 13-year-old girls in 1995. In Illinois nursing homes, tens of thousands still waiting for COVID-19 vaccinations. This is beyond an emergency. Column, a new affliction in the pandemic, vaccine envy. Would a Chicago teacher's action to stay remote be an illegal strike? What you need to know about the fight over reopening CPS schools. Largest snowfall of season could hit Chicago area Monday, with 6 or more inches possible, forecasters say. The spin, Biden, Fauci offer COVID-19 warnings as Chicago bars, restaurants set to reopen. CPS announces teacher vaccination plan. $31 revenues go to communities hurt by war on drugs. The following headlines are from phys.org. How did forelimb function change as vertebrates acquired limbs and moved onto land? Climate and carbon cycle trends of the past 50 million years reconciled. Study examines how Clean Air Act affects municipal bond market. Experts call for more pragmatic approach to higher education teaching. World's aging big dams pose emerging risk, UN. Tiny particles that seed clouds can form from trace gases over open sea. Rediscovery of the extinct Pinatubo volcano mouse. New blueprint for more stable quantum computers. Researcher expands plant genome editing with newly engineered variant of CRISPR-Cas9. Shift in caribou movements may be tied to human activity. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Saturday, January 23rd, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from Discover magazine. Why is fish good for you? It's not because of omega-3s. Forget dieting, here's what really works to lose weight. Flat belly tonic scam, fake Okinawa flat belly tonic recipe. Peak Bio Boost review, best prebiotic supplement ingredients. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. Millions of stimulus payments were mailed as prepaid debit cards. Some say they look like scams. Asia Today, Sri Lanka minister who drank potion is positive. Second downhill in Kitzbühel cancelled due to rain, snowfall. China law empowers Coast Guard to use force amid disputes. 10 largest U.S. jackpots. Planting crops and carbon, too. The following headlines are from MercuryNews.com. Kirill Kaprizov's dazzling shot attempt evokes memories of a young Thomas Hertel. San Jose, ammonia spill reported at Kellogg's facility. 5 big thoughts about Resident Evil showcase and maiden demo. Minnesota wild spoil homecomings for Devin Dubnyk, Ryan Donato. Daly City, death of woman found during fire-ruled homicide. Bus heading to Grand Canyon crashes, killing at least 1. Rocky start to 2021 leaves dry January a little damp. Are Californians getting more mobile after winter COVID surge? Yellen appears set for confirmation on Monday. Senior living, what story will you tell in 2021? The next headlines are from the Washington Times. Mega Millions winning ticket sold in Michigan. Lottery, 1 winning ticket for $1 billion. Mega Millions jackpot sold in Michigan. Teaching about Trump brought death threats, hate mail. Minnesota deaths rise by 15% and not all because of COVID-19. Work continues to repair devastation to Cedar Rapids trees. Biden has North Dakota energy officials pondering the future. Illinois says incarcerated should get early COVID-19 vaccine. The next headlines are from The Intercept. A Massachusetts Democrat pushed his party on its Alex Moore's handling. Getting called a male homosexual wasn't even the worst response. A reckoning over homophobia in the Democratic Party. Will bringing science back to the White House reinvigorate forensics reform? This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Saturday, January 23rd, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from Eureka Alert. Navigating uncertainty, why we need decision theory during a pandemic. New variety of paintbrush lily developed by a novel plant tissue culture technique. Placental function can illuminate future disease in adults and children. CT identifies patients with high-risk non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, NAFLD. Meta-Apo supports cheaper, quicker microbiome functional assessment. MRI helps unravel the mysteries of sleep. Scientists improve eye tracking technology in VR systems. A professor from RUDM University developed new liquid crystals. No more needles for diagnostic tests? UTC.mp4 proves potential for reducing preterm birth by treating fetus as patient. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. Businesses burglarized in Chicago Lawn, Gage Park. Man fatally shot in Gary. Woman carjacked at gunpoint in South Chicago. Horoscope for Saturday, January 23rd, 2021. Woman shot dead in West Pullman, police. Teen boy, 15, grazed in East Garfield Park shooting, police. Man killed in West Lawn shooting, police. Albert Porter Jr., Cook County judge who guided others in black community into law dies at 90. Blackhawks earn first win by beating Red Wings in home opener. Zach LaVine dishes out some trust as Bulls win their third consecutive game. The feed from the Riverfront Times St. Louis has been removed for putting advertisements in its news RSS feed. STL Company to host 80s live stream event featuring Bret Michaels, Lita Ford and more. Rep. Andrew Koenig, critic of pandemic restrictions, has COVID-19. Missouri House Democrats criticized by staff over handling of ethics complaint. The next headlines are from Detroit Metro. Michigan's health director resigned after the state allowed restaurants to reopen. 12 plus top sugar dating sites that actually work, successful dating 2021. The unfinished business of Flint's water crisis. Michigan allows restaurants to reopen for indoor dining, but top health director warns it's safer not to. FBI arrests Michigan man accused of beating police with hockey stick during Capitol siege. Airline mechanic plans to plead guilty in alleged plot to kidnap Governor Whitmer. UK coronavirus mutation found in 2 more people, all linked to University of Michigan. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Saturday, January 23, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Houston Press. Reviews for the uneasily quarantined, no man's land. Openings and closings. Flappy opens in Katy, Bistro 555 departs this month. Houston's 5 best weekend food vets, a pop-up night market and Good Vibes Burgers. 3 things to know if the Texans try to trade Deshaun Watson. Houston Film Critics Society declares Nomadland Best Picture of 2020. Music Fest releases Cody Canada tribute performance album. The next headlines are about world records making news. Goalkeeper's freak accident sets Guinness World Record, Yahoo Sport Australia. Scarborough collector sells Oliver Cromwell gold coin for world record 471,000, Yorkshire Live. School record by Banks, sub-4 for Camboy Highlight Blue Pay Classic, Arkansas Razorbacks. Ludicrous goal from another postcode sets Guinness World Record, the Cairns Post. Transporter 1 to debut new SpaceX rideshare program, break world record, NASASpaceflight.com, NASASpaceflight.com. Army Staff Sergeant set sights on new women's strength record at Bowling Green competition, WBKO. Contents of Guinness Records Museum in Niagara Falls to go up for auction, Niagara Falls Review Co. Jim Walmsley talks prior to his 100K world record attempt at Project Carbon X2, Let'sRun.com. U.S. gold coin sets $9.36 M world record in heritage sale, CoinNews.net. We are overwhelmed, Coast man smashes world record, Sunshine Coast Daily. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. Angry Reddit mob and short sellers clash over GameStop's ridiculous stock market jump. CenturyLink, Frontier failed to meet FCC deadline for rural broadband rollout. FTC fines ticket brokers $3.7 million in scalping settlement. Microsoft landed a patent to turn you into a chatbot. Amazon, if workers want a union so bad, they can attend a super spreader event. The 5 Facebook Messenger features you need to know. The ban is working. France passes law protecting the sensory identity of the countryside. Smartphone prices are out of control. Here are the budget phones that don't suck, according to Gizmodo. Science alone won't save us. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was via Alsdriven, South Africa at 113.72 degrees Fahrenheit or 45.4 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was Durban in Russia at minus 72.4 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 58 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. What happens to the brain on sudden impact? Egg yolks could hold the answer. Waymo CEO dismisses Tesla self-driving plan. This is not how it works. Blizzard absorbs acclaimed Activision studio as a dedicated support team, updated. SpaceX to set record for most satellites launched on a single mission. Military intelligence buys location data instead of getting warrants, memo shows. Home alarm tech backdoored security cameras to spy on customers having sex. How desperate are you for GPUs, CPUs, consoles, Newegg tests with new lottery. Google, we'll shut down Australian search before we pay news sites for links. Report, the MacBook Air is getting a major redesign, too. CenturyLink, Frontier missed FCC broadband deadlines in dozens of states. The following headlines are from Raw Story. McConnell is already scheming to derail Democrats by nuking the economy. Bill Maher goes after Lauren Boebert and QAnon Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene on Real Time. Insanity, experts shocked by 100% bonkers NIT story on Trump's Department of Justice coup attempt. Watch, Bill Maher dunks on Trump during first real time of the Biden administration. Watch, Dr. Fauci opens up to Maddow about Trump administration blocking him from her show. Giuliani is sad he is portrayed as some kind of money-grubbing ambulance chaser, report. WatchNet reporter explain bombshell report on Trump's attempted coup at the Department of Justice. Bombshell report, Trump tried to oust acting AG to overturn the election results. Here's how the Trump administration screwed America on vaccines in its final days. My pillow guy suing for report dated Jane Grotowski, they have damaged my integrity as a Christian. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. From our archives, a celebrity goes, oh, political. Josh Hawley is lying about his election stunt. Friday cat blogging January 22, 2021. Raw data, influenza death rates. Biden takes a first step to raise the minimum wage. Coronavirus growth in Western countries, January 21 update. The insurrection was put down, the GOP plan for minority rule marches on. Biden's COVID plan is simple, Trump could have done it and saved more than 130,000 lives. We've had a white supremacist coup before, history buried it. What do we do with Trump's lackeys and enablers now? The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. TV highlights for the week of January 24 to 30th, Detroit Free Press. Is this the first sign of intelligent life beyond Earth? Science Friday. The following items are today's top search results for the term neuroplasticity. Balancing brain cell activity. Specialized sites within nerve cells are responsible for a rapid balancing of the amount of activity in the brain. Science Daily. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Saturday, January 23, 2021 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. The next headlines are from OpenMinds.tv. Open Minds UFO Radio Newscast January 22, 2021. Special guest, Douglas Smythe. The following is from the UFO Chronicles. 2020, a year of UFO news almost too strange to believe. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Saturday, January 23, 2021. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. True Strange News Fair Use Statement. No Views News is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno at XENOMAILS 2020 by No Views News. All rights reserved.